It's been a really exciting week here over at OSA Wakefield, and we're going to show you why. Check it out. Hey guys, Salty Alley here, and welcome to another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV. And today we are talking about something super exciting. We're talking baby discus. So this week I was able to successfully hatch a bunch of baby discus. I mean, I say but I didn't really do anything except for watch it happen. So we have this absolutely beautiful pair of discus here. There's a turquoise tiger, that is the mom, and then there's a gold pigeon, that is the dad. And I had them in our display tank in our water box frag series 105. They immediately paired off. As soon as I put them in there, they loved each other from the beginning. They started cleaning everything, all the cryptocoryne leaves that are in there, and they found the perfect leaf, and they laid eggs, and they got to wigglers, and then the wigglers jumped off, and the cory cats had a snack. So they kept doing that, and I let them do it a couple times just to solidify that they were a pair, and then I decided, well, let's try the impossible. So I took them out, I put them in this 29-gallon up here, which is actually an ideal size for breeding discus, and within only a couple days they had already laid a whole nother batch of eggs. This time it worked. It was really awesome. They got to wigglers, and then one day I come in and she just ate them all, and I was like, well, that's it. You know, but I did some more research and I read that when the batch is small, discus don't waste their time, basically. So there was only about 12 of them that had made it to wigglers. So they said, well, this isn't really worth our energy, so they just ate them. But within a couple days, they laid a whole nother batch over on the heater, and that's these guys. And they've made it this far, and they're doing fantastic. There's so many of them, and I'm just super, super excited about this. I'm excited to show you guys because it's really, really cool. If you've been on our social media, you may have already seen them, but I wanted you guys to see them in a YouTube video and get a little more in-depth about how it works. So discus are really cool in their breeding. They're very unique in the way they care for their young. They're extremely good parents, they're attentive parents, and as soon as they pair up, they get to work cleaning. They make sure every surface is clean. They pick at it and they pick off all the algae or anything that might be on the surface they want to lay their eggs. Once they find that surface they like and it's clean, they start right away laying eggs. So the female, she comes and she lays eggs right on that surface, and then the male comes right behind and he fertilizes the eggs. Right away they start taking care of them. They're fanning them with their fins, making sure that no fungus grows on them. They take off any fungus eggs that might be there so that it doesn't spread. They take turns watching the eggs. The dad in here, he's a very great dad. Every time I would feed, he'd let mom go eat, and he just was like, I'm watching these eggs, and he wouldn't even eat. So he was just like so hyper-focused on them, and he's done a really amazing job. And mom and him just switch off taking care of them. And then after only a few days, they turn to wigglers, which basically looks like a little tadpole. It's really, really cute. At that point, they moved them from the heater onto a leaf, and I'm not sure exactly what made them do that, but it's pretty common for them to do that. I believe it's just to take them from that area that might be dirty to a new clean area. So they moved them onto a leaf, and they stayed there for a few more days. And once they were ready, they started just jumping off the leaf. And at this point, they're practically blind. They can't really see anything. They just see shadows, basically. This is just what research and experience has shown, that discus really can't see when they're born. So when they jump off that leaf, they just are free swimming, and they try to find the darkest thing in the tank. Because we're not a breeder, and this isn't really what we normally do, I don't have a tank technically prepared for this. Most people will breed discus in a tank with white walls, so that it doesn't have any obstruction. The babies don't go to those black walls. And we have the sponge filters, and there was really a lot of obstacles for these babies, and I was like not totally sure if it was gonna work, but we were just gonna try it, because why not? I was really nervous that night when they started jumping off. I was like, oh, are they gonna be able to find them? Like, I don't know. But I just wanted to see what would happen, and I couldn't believe it. I came in the next morning and they were all on mom. Not a single one was distracted or off in the distance. They were all there, and I was so excited, and it's just been really awesome. It takes a lot of upkeep to raise these, so constantly doing water changes every single day, doing a little water change, you know, feeding little tiny baby brine. At this point right now, they're feeding on the slime coat of the parents. During this time, the parents get a very thick slime coat, and they get really dark. And at this point, the babies will just eat that slime coat. And then they will kind of explore and come off, and they'll look for infusoria and other little things. Their stomachs really aren't developed for like real lots of food. But I am feeding little bits of brine, like baby brine trim, to get them kind of transitioned onto that. But they will probably eat from the parents for the next couple weeks or so. But they've already doubled in size, and they're so cute, and you can see their little eyes and their little stomachs, and they're so adorable. So So I just wanted to share this with you guys, and hopefully they all do really, really well. So far, so good, and we'll keep you guys updated. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining another episode of OSA State Aquatics TV with me, Salty Alley, over here at our Wakefield location. If you guys are interested in any of these really awesome fish that we have available, or if you just want to see the babies, come right on in. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of OSA State Aquatics TV, and you know what to do. Keep it fresh, baby.